What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's time to rebuild, redo, rerun the White Sox. It's not really a rebuild, but it is time to kind of rerun their 2022 season. It's been a bit of a disaster. They're still in contention, yet it's on the fringes. And in real life, Gavin Sheets just hit a huge 3-run homer for them to bring them back into this game against Brady Singer. So again, they're still in contention, but it hasn't gone well. And you can see right away that I've gotten rid of the biggest problem, in my opinion, which is Tony La Russa. He's got to go. I think the game has passed him by. Now, this game, he's actually quite good as a manager in terms of his ratings. I don't care. Still fired him. He's got to go. Lance Johnson's been brought in. It's March 23rd, just before spring training. Although when you start these, it's not a live start, but when you start them at the very beginning, for some reason they don't have actual spring training. It's fine. We don't really need to play through it anyway. So we'll have a couple weeks to kind of get situated, get the team in order, figure out our new manager, and then begin the season. So I am streaming this on Twitch, twitch.tv/spore. If you ever want to come through, check it out. If you're watching on YouTube, you might see me interacting with the chat. That's all that is. Let's get into it. So he's gone. Tony La Russa is gone. And let's see who might be interested in the job. Plenty of talented coaches, managers. Now, normally I put a pretty good pretty good value on development as well as mechanics, which is influence mechanics. That's talent changes, making guys better, way better than they are originally, like a 30 grade player turning into a 60 grade player, creating stars out of guys who are mid-tier type deal. And then of course you have the handles aging there for veterans. Because this is just the 1 year, the development piece isn't as important. Now, we have some guys that we need to develop. It'd be great to maximize an Andrew Vaughn season here, Michael Kopech, Dylan Cease. But in the absence, or if we're having to make decisions, we could prioritize the development piece just a little bit less, with the mechanics and even the aging getting a little bit more favorability. Now, the pool that we have available is pretty helpful to where we probably won't have to really give up anything. I mean, you see Bochy right here has triple blues. So, I mean, there you go. Same with John Farrell. You get excellent, outstanding with Matthew Johnson here. So I think we'll be fine. We don't really have to sacrifice anything. But if for some reason some of those guys said no and we had to move down the scale a bit, somebody like a Scott Austin would still appeal to me, because I could skimp a little bit on the development, still have potential talent changes within this year that would hopefully help, and hopefully he would make sure that our older guys don't fall off a cliff. You hate Ryan Brazier? Probably more than Bobby. Yeah, I mean, that Red Sox bullpen is rough. So let's just start with Boch. Well, I don't know. He's only got why does he only have a decent reputation? I feel like Bochy should have a much better reputation. First off, is he really temperamental? I always thought he was kind of an easier going dude. Maybe not like easy going, but certainly not temperamental. I don't know. John Farrell, of course, a very popular pitching coach, bench coach, manager type in OOTP rebuilds for sure, if you watch other channels and other YouTube videos. And then you got Sosha, who has the good reputation. Relationships are good. He hates Michael Kopech for some reason. Doesn't care much for our pitchers or Grandal. Interesting, he hates another catcher. And a catcher who's awesome and has a great reputation too. So that's interesting that he doesn't have a good relationship with him. And we got Boch, who has good relationship. Nobody likes Kopech, isn't he? Yeah, that's because he sucks. I thought I remembered that. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we might look to move Kopech, but we'll see. And then we have, who's this? Oh, George. No, sorry, that was Farrell. And then Matthew Johnson. I've had him as a hitting coach before. He's pretty awesome. He can do either. I mean, he's got everything. Maybe he's our guy. He hates our pitchers, a bunch of them. And Yolbert Sanchez. He and Yolbert, they got beef, y'all. Do not bring up Yolbert around Matthew Johnson. He'll be livid. I don't know why, but he will be. I kind of like Scott Austin. He has poor reputation, though. I don't know. You're down with Kirk Gibson? We're not going to pick Kirk Gibson. Chat wants me to pick Kirk Gibson. You guys want me to go old? Hal Lanier? Y'all wild. Chill out. Soch, what's he run, though? He's not... Yeah, he's tactician. Not really all about that. Tactician's okay. I don't want small ball, really. Although it looks like nobody's really trying to take control from us, which is good. So we can still... Except for Boach. So we got Farrell. He wants to hire his hitting coach or bench coach. We don't have any openings like that anyway. And it's only a one-season type of deal. So I don't really care what he thinks on that front. I think I might go for Farrell. Yeah, triple outstandings. Legendary at pitching. Let's see if he'll coach for us. 5 years. I don't care. However many years you want. We're only playing for one. All right, now let's look at the ball club here. So we have extra guys up for two reasons. One, it's simulating a level of spring training that obviously we're not really in. If it was March 23rd, normally you would be in spring training. So that's part of where the roster is. But also, we get to choose a couple extra players because, don't forget, remember at the beginning of this year, they got to keep 28 for the first month as kind of a response to everything ramping back up with the late start. So we're still 3 heavy, but we'll get to keep 28 for that first month. Try out a few guys, see what's up. We got a bunch of players down here. They say Oscar Colas is already ready. I mean, I have some fondness for Colas. Oh yeah, we still have Lynn out, so that injury still carries over. Anderson's out for the first 2 games, suspended. Moncada's still going to be out for a bit into the season. Joe Kelly's going to be out for like a month. Ryan Burr, Crochet, we're not going to have all year. So we have all the injuries that came in. Yeah, I kind of wish that too, Solid Angle, that we could start right after the World Series, because I would want to do the offseason. There should be like do you want to do the offseason or do you want to start March 23rd, right? Like, I feel like those should both be options. I thought if you did a live start, you could pick before April too. If you do a live start, it has to be a regular season day. So that's fine. We can work with this though. It's not the end of the world, but I agree. I do wish that we had a little bit more, especially like with the Tigers rebuild. I would love to redo the off season, which I guess you could just like, but then you're kind of rewriting history if you start in 2021, redo that, and then do the off season. It's already kind of like way off of quote unquote normal. Just moving a few things around. Like, obviously this is going to be similar to the Angels rebuild, where we don't have a ton of prospects, so the moves that we make, they're not going to be able to be that massive because we just don't have a ton to give, but we can still make plenty of moves and high impact ones too. We made a ton of different little moves with the Angels, and they all added up to a pretty nice squad there at the end. We only have 11 pitchers here. Again, even though we're only doing the one season, I still want to make sure that these teams, have enough players and everything, because we might have to call some of them up, especially from double and triple A. So we'll just see, we got Andrew Perez, Caleb Freeman. Nobody's like crazy good down there. And then besides Colas, we got Rowdy Red, whatever. Mark Payton, I remember him. They don't have a lot in the minors. Micah Adolfo's got some really nice power in real life, but yeah, he cannot make any contact. So that checks out. All right, let's get it going here. Let's look at the Major League team. Let's see what we've got. Let's start with the offense. We got Yasmani Grandal, who's rocking a full-on 80 right now. We're going to update that. It might come down from there, but they've got him at an 80. I do think that that's a little bit interesting. That I know he's a catcher. You know, he's got nice 65 ability, decent arm, but then the big 65 home run power, 75 I, but still a couple 45s and a 40. I'm surprised he's all the way up to an 80. You know, he can't run for anything either. It is a little interesting that they're like, oh no, that's 80. Okay, fine. And then Reese McGuire backing him up. Not afraid to show a little stick out there and just get it going. Anytime, anywhere. That's the Reese McGuire way. He's a captain as well. So we got a couple of captain catchers. That's nice. Jose Abreu, obviously another captain. You know, this team is loaded with captains. He's obviously an absolute stud. Jake Berger, another first baseman. Can play third. Is really pressed there, let's be honest. Could maybe mess around in left field a little bit. Gavin Sheets. That's the tough part. Like, Sheets and Berger are like a kind of a great platoon, but when you already have two first basemen in Abreu and Vaughn, it's a tough fit. It really is. And I know that Vaughn can play some outfield, and that is helpful, but still, it's not easy with the fits that we have here. Like, I think Sheets can also kind of like maybe hang out in left field a little, but you really don't want that. And that doesn't even get to Jimenez, who needs the DH. So there's some ill fits on this team, and we might have to start. Honestly, that might be where some of our trade depth comes from with Berger and Sheets. I like both players. I'm not seeing where it fits though. Josh Harrison, obviously just a decent little fill-in. All over the diamond, not a bad player to have on the team, but not not really moving the needle that much. Same with Danny Mendick, nice little spark plug. He and Harrison are a little bit redundant. That's the problem with this team. So many redundancies, and it's like on some level you want some redundancies at spots, so that way if things happen, you've got coverage for it. They took it to the max. A 712 first baseman / DHs, 5 utility types, because basically Leori Garcia is not listed at second base right now. They have him listed at right field, but he's also Josh Harrison and Danny Mendick and Romy Gonzalez. Like they have like 2 player types 8 times a piece. So like that's kind of the problem with this team too. And it looks like Romy is the starting third baseman right now because Moncada's on the IL. I forgot about that. Okay, cool. Yolbert Sanchez is just another one of those player types too. He doesn't have any outfield yet, but he could play out there. So he's just another Josh Harrison type. Yoelqui Cespedes is Yoenis' brother. He is one of their more interesting prospects. It is a limited class, as I've mentioned a few times. Colas and Cespedes, there's a world where like they contribute or they help us this year by virtue of being big trade pieces. That's probably the best way that they'll help us, one or both being traded as, push all in chips. Eloy, I mentioned, straight 50s, you could do worse out there and left, but I'd really like to have a lot better defense. So, I don't know. Thankfully, he got normal. He didn't get fragile. Because obviously coming into this year, they don't know what he goes through in 2022. But I feel like coming into next year's game, he really needs to have fragile. And he can work through it, but his first year, 122, which, 504 plate appearances is a nice fullish season, but he missed time due to injury. He did play, quote-unquote, all of 2022. That's 55 out of 60 games, though. That doesn't help your durability in any way. And then he played 55 games last year when it was a full season. He's only played 53 this year. So even if he plays all of next month, you're still looking at like half a season. So he's going to have to get fragile next year, I think, to be accurate here with Jimenez. Great hitter, but his body has been failing him, and it looks a little grim for the future too. Adam Engel's a really nice fourth outfielder type, can play all 3 outfield positions beautifully. Nice speed, little bit of bat. Every once in a while, he'll go on a nice little run for you. He's durable too, so he'll probably be playing plenty because of Jimenez. Although, like I said, he didn't get fragile, so we got lucky there. Hazley, honestly, again, On this one, not only did they get a redundancy in talent, but they got a redundancy in names. They're like, we have to get 2 Adams center fielders, and they basically should just be pretty much the same. Luis Robert, absolute monster, and needs to pop off this year. Brilliant outfielder, all 3 positions, tears cover off the ball. Doesn't have a great plate profile, but the other 3 being 65, 60, and 55 makes up for it. What up, Ferris? I'm doing well. How are you? Careful, Eloy will get hurt when you click on him. Oh, dang, he's out 6 weeks. I clicked his name too hard. I mentioned Leori. He is just another solid util player. And I don't mind having one of these on a team. Like this, always have a Swiss Army knife. We have 7. We're just a junk drawer of Swiss Army knives and half-working other items. We're just a junk drawer. We got some cool shit in here, but like, it just, I don't know if it all goes together well. We got Pollock, you know, he's fragile. Yes, Robert also, I was going to mention his issues. He got normal, another kind of lucky one. Oh, I forget on those. We can't look at the real life stats except when it's historical. He's also had trouble like Jimenez. So it's not just, you know, you can't just say like, oh, it's Jimenez's big lumbering body. Sometimes the more physically fit can also have injury issues. You just never really know. He's played 56. Well, he played 56 of 60. So he played the full 2020, whatever that means, nothing. 68 games last year and only 89 this year. So even if you give him another 30 or so, it's still coming up short. He also needs to have fragile coming into next year. So if you're looking at OOTP 24, 2 of their best players are going to come in fragile. They have to. They have to. So that's not great. So that's the offense. Let's look at the pitching. Now, it's a little bit shorthanded right now with Lance Lynn out. He won't be out too terribly long, about a month or so into the season. Shouldn't be too bad. And we'll get him back to go with a pretty good setup here. Now, Giolito, we're watching this. We're doing this on August 30th in real life. He gave up another 5 runs tonight against KC. He's having a rough one. He is not this pitcher right now, but that's all right. We are here at the beginning of 2022 when we thought, hey, this is the ace, followed by a sub-ace, you know, a 1B here, ready to emerge. Amazing stuff with Dylan Cease. A little bit of control issues, but everything else checks out. And then you've got the emergent potential ace. Now, he's disruptive. We don't like that. We do have like 52 captains, though, that should be able to kind of snuff out his crap. So when he's coming in, you know, talking about how flat the earth is and shit, we got enough guys to kind of snuff that shit out and make sure that it doesn't really impact the team. And like when Gavin Sheets is coming in telling us about his fucking new ivermectin pills or some shit, we're like, okay, you and Kopech go sit in the corner. We got plenty of people to kind of take care of the downsides there. So that's good. So after the fill-ins right now, we got Dallas Keuchel, who obviously has had a really tough time in real life. Rangers fans are already over it. I think he started 1 game for them. It went poorly, and they're like, okay, that experiment's over. We need the defense. You know, he needs the defense to really take care of him. I'm not sure he's on the right squad for that. Mendick is solid at second, but Romy Gonzalez is just mediocre at third. Yolbert Sanchez, actually, he's not bad at short. Okay, maybe at least this current construction will work. Of course, we are waiting for only a couple games for Tim Anderson to come back. If you're wondering why I didn't look at him, he has 2 suspended games at the very beginning of the season. Then he'll be back. He'll be at short. That'll be great. And then, of course, Moncada will come back eventually, too. And maybe we can get him on track, because in real life, it just hasn't happened. And it's another tough season of, like, what is up with Yohan Moncada? You know, is he actually good? I mean, I think that's, like, kind of a fair question right now with Moncada, is to really want to know, like, what do we got here? His breakout season was 2019. Well, everyone was breaking out that year. He made some good changes that were legit, But like I said, everyone was breaking out that year. That was the rabbit ball season. So what do we really have? He had COVID. He had a bad COVID, and it really got him in 20. He said it lingered a little bit last year with like his stamina and everything. And then this year's just been a full-on disaster in real life. 80 games. We're going to try to rewrite that, because last year, even still, 2021 wasn't too bad on the whole. It was a 116 OPS plus. He was a positive player. You kind of say, hey, it was 4 WAR too. Good defense, good base running. So as disappointing as things are, it was still like a nice, solid season. But then this year totally took out the steam from that, and we're right back to, well, 2019 was amazing. 2021 was like okay, but then what else do we have? Hopefully we change that in this world when he gets back in about a month. Vince Velasquez, I love Vince Velasquez. I know it's not going to work as a starter. We just got to get a few starts out of him. Amazing stuff, though, for the bullpen. Problem is, fly ball pitcher with 40 movement. This has been the issue in real life, too. He'll show flashes, and then it comes unraveled, usually via the home run. And that's just been the case throughout Vince Velasquez's career, dating back to his time with Philly and now with Chicago. And that's just really the problem with him, is he can't get enough of this excellent stuff without the movement and control creeping in and undercutting the quality work. So, I don't know. He's still young enough to where I wouldn't be surprised if he had a second act as a badass reliever somewhere. Someone gets in his ear, figures out how to give him 2 great pitches out of these 4 and cut the homers. But it's not happening right now, so we'll see what we can do. We're going to need some starts out of him, though. It is the wrong ballpark, too. You're exactly right. Yeah, get him in the right ballpark. Get him with the right pitching coach. I still wouldn't be surprised if he became a badass reliever somewhere. Same with my boy Raylo. While we're talking about guys that didn't quite pan out to their hype, I love Raylo, too. And now he is kind of having that year a bit this year. He's already kind of doing that. He cut the homers. Because he had the exact same issues. And you can see here, fly ball pitcher, 45 movement. But this year, 0 homers. So he's going to get a much better movement next year, unless he has the September from hell and like gives up 50 homers. Let me see what Raylo did. What's he been doing to completely fix himself here? Because he's a new pitcher. His pitches are just better. There is no smoking gun change. I mean, it's just the standard. I mean, I know he was in the bullpen a lot last year, but it wasn't like complete full season in the bullpen. I think it is just the standard, hey, he got into the bullpen. He could go all out on his 2 pitches, and the talent's shining through. Like, he's good enough for 2 innings. He's just not good enough for 5 to 6. I think it's just that simple, because we're seeing the strikeouts up, the walks down, the home runs evaporated. Obviously, he won't last with a 0 home run rate forever. Probably not even the rest of this year. But that's been huge. And Velasquez can do that, like I said. Sounds like a Cardinals special? Yeah, exactly. That's the exact kind of team that can do it. The Giants. So Ray's already gotten there this year in real life. We need to get him there in our game here. And then Velasquez will, I think, could eventually do that too, as long as his body holds up. Let's look at the bullpen. We obviously have an amazing closer, our second 80 rated guy with Grandal, and we have 270s with Robert and Tim Anderson. Aaron Bummer, excellent lefty, extreme ground ball. Just rolls on lefties big time, but can hold his own against righties enough to be okay. Kendall Graveman, really solid middle reliever, another extreme ground baller. We need to keep that defense tight. I meant to look. Moncada's all right. He's not any worse than Romy, who's going to start for him in the interim, and then PA is good. So we're going to have good defense for these guys, which is good, including Keuchel's extreme ground ball. And so we might try to upgrade second base. Actually, Mendick's defense is pretty good, but he's such a bad hitter that I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how he starts off, but I can see that being an upgrade area to I mean, the defense is fine, but we probably need a better hitter there. Or maybe we're in a position where if these guys that are awesome, you know, these 5 up top, or 6 up top, excuse me, If they pull the massive weight to where that offense is cooking and we can afford a little bit of a blank spot at second base offensively, then we can just keep Mendick in because he has good defense. And we have so many huge ground ball guys that he can be an asset to us doing that. We got Raylo, who we already talked about. Bennett Sousa, decent lefty. And he is 5 points better across the board against lefties. And then we got Kyle Crick. Go down to the Crick. Has no idea where it's going, but it is nasty when it's going. Jose Ruiz, let's get Matt Foster on accident. Matt Foster, do not be surprised if Crick, Foster, Ruiz, and Benjamin are replaced via waiver pickups. You guys know I love playing the waiver wire. It's something that actually took me a few years to really be fully in on. Like, I just would not take the time to kind of look at it, and you can totally build a bullpen off the waiver wire. So we will be keeping close tabs on the waiver wire once teams start cutting guys, or waiving them, I should say. Anybody on the trade block yet? Maybe not, but let's just take a look. Yeah, not yet. That makes sense. We haven't even simmed a single day, so how would anybody be there? A fantasy guy playing the waiver wire? No way. I know. Crazy, right? So, right, there's the team. We offered, who'd we offer? I don't even remember who we offered. I'm a bad person. John Farrell, that's what I thought. So we offered John Farrell. Let's see if he accepts and then get started. He favors our offer off rips. That's good. Oh, snap. We're already getting 16-year-old Jesus Flores. He could be an impact player for us down in the playoffs. I'm just kidding. He's 16. We will never see what happens with Mike Shirley. Mike Shirley's our guy. Jesus Flores is the prospect that he found. We will never know what becomes of Jesus Flores. Boom. John Farrell in. Let's go. I kind of want to rehire Tony La Russa again just to fire him again. Probably not the best use of our time, but I want to keep doing it. I want to keep doing it. I already got to do it once and it was fun. Benny's on the block already. Andrew Benintendi on the block. I should have waited to do it on stream, but there it was. I fired him. The funny thing is, like I said earlier, he's actually awesome as a man. Like, for obvious reasons. Like, I get it. I understand that Tony La Russa was an absolute G. He absolutely belongs in the Hall of Fame, etc., etc. It just passed him by. That's all. He's just too old for the job at this point. You have no interest in... Come on, bro. You have no interest in working for Charlotte? Oh, he has no interest in working for us anymore now that I fired him. I don't care, TLR. Get out of here. All right, we have a manager now. He hates half of our team. Cool. Whatever. Not our problem. All right, so... First things first. Shave this team down a little bit. I mean, simple fact is we're gonna have to send down one of Sheets or Berger. Like, they just can't all be up here with Vaughn and a break. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So let's do a hot little comparison and figure out who's got to go down to AAA right now. Now we look versus lefties. Berger has -5 in gap, +5 in home run, +5 in avoid K. Against righties, which is what you're going to be facing a lot more, of course, Sheets, +5 contact, +10 gap, even homer, even I, even avoid K. So, who else is on the bench? That's the real question. So, right, left, right, switch, left, right. Same with Engel and Hazley. One of them has to go. And that's just going to be Hazley. He's just the younger guy. It just makes more sense. Maybe Mendick isn't starting. They're putting Josh Harrison. Farrell went for Josh Harrison instead, which that's fine. I mean, Mendick has good defense, but he can't hit either. He's a spark plug, although we have a billion positive personality classes, so we don't really have to have him on for that reason. I don't think Yoelki's ready either. And since we don't have an actual spring training here, there's no reason to keep him. So these two can go to AAA. So now we're down to 15 there, 14 there. We're still one heavy even for the expanded roster. I think we'll just go 14-14. So it comes back down to these two, Berger and Sheets. Mendix righty, Engels righty, Garcia switch, Berger. Sorry, Jake. Got to do it, bud. All right. Oh, my God. Yolbert Sanchez batting second. Farrell, what are you doing? That's a terrible idea. God, I hate that. Let's see if I can influence that a little bit. They don't always have to listen, so we'll see. Thank God. All right, so now we got Robert, Abreu, Grandal, Jimenez, Pollock, Vaughn, Harrison, Gonzalez, Yolbert, Sanchez. So we're all right except for a switch, and it doesn't get much better when our guys get healthy because we get a switch in Moncada, but then another righty in Tim Anderson. Solid Angle, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming. So we could use a lefty bat, just in general. Obviously, we got Sheets here. Are you telling me that, dang, Eloy's better than Vaughn defensively? I know Vaughn wasn't like a god defensively out there in left, but you tell me right now, in real life, I would put Vaughn out there 1,000 out of 1,000 times over Eloy. No shot, right? Like, come on, what are we doing? Let's bat him second against lefties too, because they're trying to put Yolbert up there again. All right, at least he listened. Sometimes they don't care what you ask them to do. They're just like, nah, we're gonna leave him here. All right, so we got 14-14. Oh, Reinsdorf casually thinks that we should just win it all. Sure, guy. Sure, fella. 86. He looks damn good for 86. Can I just say? That's pretty impressive. I thought I looked young for my age. Oh, we got Jackson Jobe up there. We being the Tigers. I'm a Tigers fan. Most of y'all know that. He's over Green, though. That's interesting. And we rank all the way down here with nobody. We're with the Rockies. Yay. Good thing we're not having to build the whole system, though. We're just trying to do well this year. All right, season predictions. Ouch. Oh, they hate us. 75 and 87. Fair enough. They like Minnesota kind of dog walking the Central, man. I do look young for 87. Thank you. Thank you, Colin. I appreciate that. I'm trying to keep my figure and my boyish good looks. They got the Angels doing well, which, hey, they were until they, just lost 14 in a row. As you do. Fishboy playing 158 games, unrealistic game. Stanton playing 160, unrealistic game. We got Giolito. And that's it. That's fine. Mets, Cards, Dodgers for the NL. With the Brewers right there. The Phillies 8 back. And then the Giants 13 back. Soto on Washington. Fake game. Fix your game, Ramon. 42 homers for Nick Castellanos. I don't think so. He had like 4 in real life. Fake game. I love when a reliever sneaks in on the top pitchers. Was there a reliever in the American League? Oh, yeah. Puck. Oh, AJ Puck. Let's go. That'd be kind of sick if he had just a crazy year. Verlander made the top 10 pitchers, but not with an impressive prediction. Only a 4.22 ERA. I mean, if he did that for 220 innings, even obviously in real life, he would have to be terrible for the rest of the year to get up that high, and we'll see how much he even pitches before the playoffs. Hopefully he's fine. But what an amazing season he had. Muncy predicted for 50 homers. 51 for Gallo. Holy smokes. Gallo killing it in New York. Fake game. Fake game. All right, there we go. They don't think we're going to do very well. Our owner wants us to win the entire the whole championship this year, so we got our work cut out for us. We open against the Tigers. Actually, opening day we do not play, and then 3 in Detroit. Game 1 we win. Slam job. And we got Clay Holmes. Tigers get tattooed. Eduardo Rodriguez, nice signing. Idiots. Lucas Giolito, absolute god. Wes Benjamin trying to keep his job, but he's actually going to get smoked today. Actually, I think he's a lefty, so he might survive and get. I might leapfrog him. We have 3 lefties though. Nah, it's going to be him. Sorry, Wes, but he's only going to get sent out. I'm not cutting him. He's got plenty of options left. It's all good. It's all good. Thanks for pitching. Get Clay Holmes in there. Let's hit a sweep. Get smoked, Tigers. Come on. Boom. 8-7. Nice dub. They score a little something. It didn't matter, though. It didn't matter. Scooble got smoked. We destroyed all of their starters. Keuchel was okay. Bennett Sousa made it more of a game, and we held on. Abreu already has 3 homers. Jimenez a couple. Jimenez popped the hell off. Let's go. So first series in, team's playing like it's supposed to. It's 3 games, obviously, but nice to come out and just put a little whooping on immediately. We got our first loss, and we lost. I mean, it says 6-9 here because it lists our score first. We lost 9-6. J-Rod 4 hits. Velasquez smoked. But honestly, the bullpen was really trash. I shouldn't even say smoked. Like, it's not a great outing. 4 1/3, 3 runs, 2 earned, 6 hits. But it's like, we were in the game. The bullpen blew it. Let's be clear. Check the wire again. Brandon Workman hook 'em horns as well. G-Man Choi. Oh, let's get a first base. Guys, let's get another corner guy. We have to. Nothing too much yet, Jaron. Just a few, or not even a few. Just 1 reliever so far. We're going to get Richard Blyer probably soon. But just a couple relievers. We just got started. Haven't done too much. We have some things we need to do, but we haven't attacked yet. I kind of want to get Moncada and Lynn back, see where the team's really at before we really attack the moves. So I'm thinking late May into early June is when we really start to hit the trade market. We got a few pieces down here that we can move. We don't have too much. So it's going to be smaller, little tweak upgrades similar to what we did with the Angels, just because of what we have or don't have, as it were. It's a 1 season. Yep. Yes, we did change personnel. I fired La Russa immediately. We brought in John Farrell. Everything else is the same right now. I like Ethan Katz. He only gets decent here. I disagree with that. I like him in real life, so I don't want to change him. Menachino, at least he has good at the teach hitting. If we're doing longer, I might be more inclined to change these. It's not that they couldn't help. It's that I didn't want to spend a ton of time just working on the personnel for the 1 season. We changed the manager. Everything else will be fine. I'm going to raise ticket prices, though. Give me money. Gimme. All right. Get the series immediately. We win 3-0, we lose 3-0. Rubber game? Is it going to be 3-0? That'd be wild. 3-1, and we lost. So we lost our first series. It happens. Patino, big outing for him. That's nice. We head out to Cleveland for a 4-pack. They've obviously got Biebs, Clase, Ramirez. Miles Straw is their 4th best player right now. Obviously, that did not come to fruition in real life. Jimenez would be in their top 5, though, still, as probably more of a 60-65 right now, the way he's been playing. He's been amazing. Did we not get Blyer? What happened? Did I miss something on him? Did I skip an email where we got trumped or something? I saw where he got scouted. It said it was accepted, no? Did I get smoked? He hasn't pitched in a week. Pray you didn't get Blyer. You're focused on Blyer in real life. That has no bearing on this right now because we started the season over. I mean, he only has a 3.43 ERA in real life. His whip is terrible, but he has survived it. So I think you're just remembering some of his worst outings, probably, but he hasn't really been that bad. Uh-oh, we're on a losing streak now. We've lost 3 in a row. It's all because we didn't get Richard Blyer. Danny Columbine has not been great. I high-key wanted Richard Blyer. Like, I'm kind of mad. I don't understand what happened. Joe Kelly's back, though. At least we got Joe Kelly. I wonder if that changeup's coming through for him. Matt Foster. Sweet 21% walk rate. We love that for you. See ya. 12-3 win here. We like that. 7 ribbies for Vaughn. 3 homer day. Let's go. We absolutely love that. All right, so after a month, we're 10-11. We're 5 back. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's kind of in the middle. It's fine. Probably get something like Lopez or Luzardo for Kopech. True. Or Lopez and Luzardo for Kopech. I don't know about both. I feel like one or the other. He's killing it, though. And right now, we can snuff out his disruptiveness with all the other excellence that we have. We don't have quite as much as we did at the very beginning. Some of the guys we've moved down. Like one of them, Mendick, I think, was a spark plug. But that's fine. We have 3 captains, a leader, 2 pranksters. We can cover a disruptive and an outspoken. I'm not too worried from that end. And as long as he's cooking, there's no reason to move on. Justin Wilson. Now, we were trying to get Richard Blyer. For some reason, the claim didn't go through. I swore I claimed him. Maybe I messed it up. But 60-60-40, a little bit more of a traditional power reliever. Sure, I'll go for that. And, of course, the cut right now, or the move, will be Crick, who needs to just go either way. Even if for some reason we didn't get Justin Wilson, Crick needs to go. He's got to go. All right, we get into May. We split the first 2 with LA. Let's get this series here. Come on, give me this win. Oh, never mind. Oh, we have to cut 2 guys. I forgot. That's a big change. Okay. So all our crap guys are down here. Which one's getting sent out? It can't be Reese. We need a backup catcher. Josh Harrison and Yolbert Sanchez are pretty much the same, and they're both terrible. I think I'll send out Yolbert. And I'll let Harrison play right now for some reason. Maybe Leori should start playing. Heaven forbid. We need that second baseman badly. And then we'll send out a pitcher. And it'll be Crick now, even before we get Justin Wilson. All right, let's carry forward. Gimme. Please. Give me a win. Shoot. Now we need this for the split. Son of a gun. All right, we got Justin Wilson. Man. Oh, Raylo has the worst strikeout minus walk, but he has an amazing ERA and whip, so he's not going anywhere. Ruiz would need to be DFA'd. That's fine. Someone might claim him. I mean, he throws hard. I could see another organization and having him scouted as closer to 45-50, in which case have fun. Because, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to give up on Graveman. He's a 220 Sierra. Yeah, Ruiz it is. Justin Wilson, don't make me regret that. And so now we got 3 lefties, 5 righties. We need to get Keuchel on here. Even though Keuchel has major stamina, to where like we could push him if we needed to, if we needed to just eat up innings, I'm inclined to go the other way. I don't want him pitching as much. We win that first one. Lance Lynn's back. All right. So Keuchel can get to step in finally. And like I don't see any reason to keep him around. Yes, we're paying him a hot 18 mil, 20 million team option. I'm gonna pick that up. Does he have any options? He's going to refuse to be demoted, right? Obviously. Okay, bye. Have fun pitching somewhere else. If anybody will take you. Like a homer. TLR did get axed. Steve is not on the hot seat, but we are 12 and 14, so we're not doing that well yet. We just went 1-1 against Boston. Little wrist injury for Cope. We got to take the series here. Gimme. Gimme. Come on. Let's get going in the right direction. There we go. 9-8 win in 12. Don't like giving up that many runs. Lynn got smoked in his debut. That's okay. That happened in real life. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking a little Chargois. You know, it's just a 45. We actually might be... We might be over that threshold, to be honest. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Where are we at? We still have one more 40. But it is Clay Holmes who's been... no, he's walking the yard. So there's a 178 whip. Do we make the switch? Chargois for Holmes. Probably. Probably. He gives Chargois gives 5 in stuff, has the same movement, but gets 10 in control. I think that's a good trade-off there. Chargois is worse against lefties, but 10 points better in control against righties, 5 points better in control against lefties. Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. We're just trying to hit on something big, and Holmes kind of had to hit the ground running and keep those walks in check, which wasn't easy, and he's failed. So. Char Joyce. No, wait, it's Chargois, no? Is it pronounced Char Joyce? Chargois. Actually, you don't even pronounce the R. Chargois, according to BREF. Oh, you're messing around. Okay, I was like, wait, what? Chargois. Oh my God, the Yankees just dumpstering us. Wait, what? What is Yasmani crying about? You're batting 3rd, idiot. In 5th here, you stupid dummy. Let's see if the trade block's developing at all. Wilmer can play 2nd. He's not good though, and I actually I want the defense more than the bat. Like that's a good bat, but I need somebody that can pick it. We have too many ground ball guys out there to not have somebody who can handle the glove. What's he cost? Can't cost much. I have no players to make this deal work. There's no single player they would take for Wilmer Flores. Is that what I'm to understand? Is that so? Oh, it's because of the money. Got it. It's simply because of the money. Never mind. How much is he making? How poor are we? Oh, you know, that's actually one of the downsides of waiver claiming 1 million people. They still want an obscene return. Okay, never mind then. Did not think Wilmer Flores was coming with that kind of price tag. Yeah, so far this is playing too much like the real team. This game's too accurate, man. This game needs to chill with its accuracy. Game 1 against KC, in KC. We got a 5-game set here. We win 4-1. Good, good, good. So then, I don't know why. It should just be Giolito and Martin. It skipped Giolito for some reason. That's weird to me. But I think it will throw those two. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't. And angry. But those are the two who are rested. Dang it. I didn't realize Kopech was on Snowflake. We might have to get rid of him. Might have to get rid of him. Son of a gun. Maybe his attitude is too much. All right. Come on. Give me a doubleheader sweep. That'd be so huge. There was a doubleheader sweep. But not for me. We are getting crushed right now. Oh my God, we lose the series. Trip to New York, they're going to dumpster us again, aren't they? Give me the series. Give me a freaking series, for crying out loud. Okay, we got the series against the Yankees there. Thank God. Got a fortune cookie from our Chinese food the other day. This is going to be our fortune for this sim here. Let's see what we got. A difference to be a difference must make a difference. Shut the fuck up. Lucky numbers 55, 30, 41, 56, 10, 9. We're gonna acquire a player with every one of those numbers. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, it's time to make some moves. This shit ain't working. There's nothing on the trade block yet. Christian Walker, we can get another first baseman. Why would Arizona waive him? He's killing it. Let's diagnose some problems here. Second base is a major issue. We have Larry Garcia in right now. He's really no better. We're starting to play Andrew Vaughn more consistently at second base. He's a 35 there. That's very bad, obviously. I'm going to flat out start him there. See if some extra playing time will help Sheets get on track. He's been terrible thus far. All right. That is a Band-Aid to put Andrew Vaughn there. Let's be clear. That is 1,000% a Band-Aid. Not a particularly good one either. It's a used Band-Aid. Yeah, the finances are an issue for sure. We had to eat all that stupid Keuchel money. Brutal. Absolutely disgusting. Guys, I wonder if we should trade Jose Abreu. Let's go infielders. We'll take a second or a third baseman. We'll take a veteran. Ideally somebody... Well, first let's do regulars. And then we can look at veterans. If there's somebody of comparable cost... At this rate, Spore might drink like TLR with these finances. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, Gene Segura. I mean, I think for our team fit, that alone might be worth it. How's Abreu doing? Poorly right now. He's a captain. We can't get rid of all those captains. That will not sit well with the team. Yeah, I don't know why the Phillies want it, but hey, we'll take it, right, Halt? I mean, if they want to do it, who am I to stop them? And by the way, I'll show you my my settings. It's not easy. I'm one click away from the hardest on easy to hard, or for difficulty, and then 2 clicks away from favored prospects. So it's pretty high. I don't go all the way up. I think this is hard enough. But I don't know why they want Abreu to go with Schwarber, Harper, Castellanos. But again, not my problem to worry about. I think this is the move. This just fits our team really well with what we need right now. How much of this will... Okay, they'll take 10% of it too. I'll do that. Give me every little bit they'll take. I could be interested in Christopher Sanchez, though. He's another lefty. Could be really sharp out of the pen and has a little bit of starter depth. And we don't have to add too much to get that. We can do Wes Kath. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do this. Our first deal here. They might be a little bit mad that we got rid of Abreu. But hey, you're 19 and 24. I don't want to hear it. Fans crying about it. I don't care. So are the players. Cry about it. Shut up. Let's let Farrell see what he says here, and then we'll reset. Okay, so first big trade in the books. Fits the team very well. Let's see if it sparks a little something, even though it did hit the morale a little bit, admittedly, but we still have 2 captains, a leader, 2 pranksters to overpower the disruptive and the outspoken. I think we still have a need for like a good lefty bat if Sheets doesn't use this regular playing time to kind of get going. He's got about, I would say, like a 2-3 week trial here where he's going to be playing full time. 55 plate appearances, I'm not going to judge too harshly. He has no power so far, 262 BABIP. That's fine. It's garbage, but clean slate. I know 2-3 weeks is not a huge sample, but it's what we got. We're playing 1 year. We don't have forever. So if we can't see him start to turn a corner, we need to get a better lefty bat that we can put there. Ooh, that's a good call, Gristle. Let's throw Kopech in there, then see what's what. Let's focus on, I think, a bat. Actually, no, let's go starter first. See what comes back. I saw Christian Javier. Oh, I see some good names. All right, so looking at the green first, which by that obviously I mean the green numbers, which means they're 55 or better. So German Marquez, we could make fantasy dreams come true too. Everyone always says get him on a course. Although, as we were pointing out and is being discussed in chat, Chicago's park is not easy. I'm leaning toward this already with Marquez. We'll see. All right, let's talk to Colorado, because obviously they're stupid, so we could probably make them do even more than this. We're only playing 2022, so we don't really care if he's worth the contract after that. Again, we don't want to do like a bunch of unrealistic things just because it's a 1 year thing. Like, I don't want it to be dumb, but we do shift a little bit to the narrow focus, while the beyond is more of a theoretical than anything that we have to answer for. All right, back to this deal here. Sorry for the little derailment. Marquez, Hilliard. For Harrison Kopech, we're going to do it. Rick Hahn doesn't like it. I don't really care what he thinks. I like it. I think we have too many fly ball guys. So looking at these two, Marquez versus Kopech, let's get a full comp. Obviously, Kopech's stuff markedly better. But not just is the movement better for Marquez, only 5 points. However, you're going from fly ball lean to extreme ground ball lean. And you get 5 points of control. And I will say, this is anecdotal. This is just my gut feeling. I don't have proof on this. I feel like the move from 45 to 50 in control is pretty impactful. Like when you get to that 50 threshold, you're on a different level there. It's like when you're sub 50, you can just really, really have trouble. Again, it has not been tested that like that is the biggest impact move, but it just feels like getting out of those 40s is such a big deal. So I think we're going to do this. And Sam Hilliard's just a throw in. He's going to go to the minors. It's whatever. He can play defense all 3 positions. Good speed. Can hit for a little pop. The rest of his hitting sucks. Let's make no bones about it. Josh Harrison was complaining about being here. So we are going to lose one of our good pieces of of the clubhouse. Pranksters are good to have in there, but Kopech's a bad piece, so that's going to cancel out. Our popularity, our fan interest is probably going to take a little hit, which we're getting our clocks cleaned right now anyways, so, you know, it can't make it worse, I don't think. Boom, traded for an all-star, look at that. Went from 77 probably to 75, 74, 3-point dip. Okay. Whatever. Boom. Clubhouse. They didn't love the Abreu move. They love getting rid of Kopech. All right, Marquez, welcome to the squad. Not that Nick Gordon's even that great, but he's got great personality, heavy speed, infield, outfield capability. Maybe he'll develop a little bit on the fly this year. Let's give it a shot. All right, did we win that first game against Toronto? We did not, because why would we? 21-28. The offense sucks. We're 5th in hits, but we're not doing shit with it for some reason. The pitching sucks. We're 5th in hits allowed. Upcoming free agents. What if we could get Manny Margot? Now, he's a right-hander, which we have a ton of, but his defense is exquisite. We've won 3 of the last 4. Let's stay hot. Come on, beat the Dodgers in the series. Let's go! Okay, we took the series against the Dodgers. 2 out of 3. Is that the catalyst right there? Does that get us going? Tim Anderson, ice cold right now. He's been a disaster this year. Oh my God. He has to get better, obviously. 233 BABIP, but like, holy crap, man. Give me the series. Come on. You got to take this series, y'all. You can't be dropping one in Texas. There we go. Head out to Detroit. Gotta steamroll these idiots. Are you kidding me? And we get freaking swept by Detroit. Oh my God. Is Detroit good? No, they're terrible. But they've won 5 in a row. You gotta be kidding me. We could have gone, if we could have swept them, we'd be 30-33. Instead, we're 27-36. Getting swept by the Tigers. Detroit versus everybody. That's frustrating. As a diehard Tigers fan, I know how bad the Tigers are. So I know how annoying that is. That is horrendous. Why are we terrible? Well, here I was promoting that we were going to fix this team. Lies. All of it. Pure lies. See what I mean by if you just keep trying with the bullpen relievers, though? Like, Stelmont's pretty good. Vesia. Like, if you just keep churning, you're going to find quality arms. We could use either of these two. I don't think we necessarily need to go for either. But they're both pretty good. I mean, Vesia is really nice. He's extreme fly ball, though. Never mind. And Stalmont's in fly ball. But he does have 60 movement, so that helps. Okay. Again, 0.81 ERA and an 0.67 FIP, or whip rather. Why are they moving him? Why are they waiving him? There's no way that he is the best option there. I can't make sense of that. That's silly. I'd like to punish them for it, but I'm not sure we have the spot. Oof, Justin Wilson has fallen apart. Cool. Skills standpoint, Marquez is the worst of the bunch. But he's been actually great with us. He actually has a 16% strikeout minus walk with us, which is wonderful. So he's not even bad. So the rotation I'm feeling better about right now. Bullpen's finding some weak links via the lefties. Wilson, Souza, Sanchez, horrendous. Sanchez, only 5 innings, can give him a little bit more of a leash. Wilson, gotta go. Wilson's gone. Because you know these joke sticks are like blowing games that, you know, they're having these meltdown outings that are costing us games. McClure, you're getting called up again. This time you'll stick around for at least a little bit. I called him up once. I forget who I picked up. I don't think it was Wilson that day, but I picked up somebody. Maybe it was. And he never even got to pitch. All right, so we're 12 back in the division. That's horrible. And we're 5.5 out of the wild card. So we're still in this playoff hunt. That's the thing. Nothing's going right. We're still in this playoff hunt. So we're not giving up. Not even close. Can't freaking get swept by Detroit, though. That's disgusting. The game should just close after something like that happens. Oh, sorry, you got swept by Detroit, and they're terrible still, so... And they just do a shrug. They don't even say why. They're just like, so you... I mean, you know. We have to... Yeah, we have to uninstall from your computer. Yeah, we just have to real quick. Please don't ever try to reinstall. You're done playing this game forever. And you just have to take it and be like, that's fair. Philly, Milwaukee, the Dodgers leading their divisions, by the way. Angels did not have the collapse. They're 47-21. They are absolutely steamrolling the West. And there it is, the A.J. Pollock injury that you knew was coming at some point. You just didn't know when. We did take a series in Houston, which is great. And we almost swept. We lost in 17. Running on the pitch, thank you for the follow. We lost in 17. Bennett Sousa really came up with a big performance. He's been one of the strugglers this year. He's had some really tough outings. He goes 3 perfect. And we can't reward him with anything, with any type of run. JV pitched an inning or an out and he was gone. Yikes. Marquez with the brilliant outing. He has really, like you said, settled in nicely, Holt. 4 starts in, straight cooking. Look at that. Only one guy had 2 hits on the team in 17 innings. We played 2 damn games and we had 7 hits. They only had 10. They weren't exactly tearing the cover off the ball either, but my God. What happened here? Oh, if we hadn't choked it at the bottom of the 9th. Oh, damn, this hit by pitch actually took him out of the game. Yikes, we went headhunting. All right, 29-37. 3 against Toronto, 3 against Baltimore, or 4 against Baltimore, 3 against LA to end the month. Toronto's good. Baltimore sucks. They did not rise up in this world, and LA is good. If we can somehow win the Toronto series, we got to win the Baltimore series. We got to go 3 or 4 against them, and then split these 2 series against the studs. That would be huge. All right, here we go. Big pivotal week plus here. Big win. Big series. Okay, we don't get the sweep. We'll take it, though. Another big, heartbreaking extra innings loss. Oh, my God. Look at this wildness. So they go up 3-0 before we even bat. So then it's 3-2. We get 2 right back. They get those immediately back. So it's 5-2. We make it 5-4. We take the lead in the 4th. We're up 6-5. They tie it in the 7th. They go up 2 in the 9th. We get them back. They go up 1 in the 10th. We get it back, but then they go 2 in the 11th and we just couldn't. The bullpen just kept giving up runs and we couldn't keep answering. Bummer, Souza, and Sanchez. All right, we lose the first one to Baltimore. That's all right. We got to get the next 3. Please, please, please. There's 1. There's 2. Give me the 3rd. Need this. Need. Damn. 2-0 loss. All right, we'll take the split. That's not the end of the world, especially if we can get this series here. And then we stay on the West Coast. We're on a West Coast swing here with Anaheim, San Francisco, and then we come home for a big homestand. Come on now. 6-0 loss to Lorenzen, the worst of their 3 starters. So that's tough. Puts us behind the 8 ball. All right, we get a 3-1 win in 11. Let's go. Grandal with his 11th. Vaughn with his 15th. Lynn was brilliant. Let's go, baby. Give me the series. Come on. 6-2 loss. All right. Okay, so what did we end up doing then? 2, 3, 4, 5. We went 5-5. We ran in place. It's not the worst outcome. Certainly not a positive one though either. It's just Nooch. Nooch City. Oh, all right. We're gonna go into July. 11-17 in May was really tough. We're gonna look back at that probably and lament it quite a bit. I mean, we suck, so we're gonna lament that too. Just general suckiness, not great. The Segura trade has simply not worked out thus far. It's only been a month. He has to come out of it. 213 BABIP is insane. It is very frustrating though. All right, let's beat San Francisco. Come on. 6-1 loss, 1-0 loss. And a 1-0 loss. Wow. That is so disgusting. Our offense sucks so bad. All right. Home to face the Twins. Win. Okay, we got the series. Ay, ay, ay. Torn labrum, 10 months for Lance Lynn. That is Cooksville for him. When nothing is working in your favor. And I cannot even fathom being a GM in real life and watching something like this happen. You'd just be powerless and feel so frustrated. Another loss to the Tigers. Awesome. Split with them. Oh my God, we're so bad. It's unbelievable. Let John Farrell do his strategies. Let him put anybody wherever he wants. It's all on him. Because everything I'm doing is failing. So let's let him do some stuff. I think we just got to kind of roll with the team we got. We might be able to make some small incremental moves, but I just don't know if there's going to be enough. I don't even know where to improve right now. Our Keystone combo sucks in terms of performance because they don't even combine. Oh, they just barely combine for over a 100 WRC plus at 101. If you add them, get TLR back. If this flops and we don't rally and come back, we have to rerun it with TLR just for the memes. And if we freaking do well, I'm just going to laugh my ass off. If it ends up working, then you just have to laugh and respect the god that is TLR. I'll take Taiwan. We need what? Oh, we can't afford it anymore, or we got trumped. It's probably that we can't afford it though. Yeah, he makes $7 million. Never mind. How you gonna fire a Hall of Fame manager? It was really easy. I clicked one button, and it felt great. All right, let's get to the break. I'm so frustrated with how terrible we are. No, stop creating baseball cards. Forgot to turn that off. I wish you could save your game start settings as a profile. So like when you're creating a new league, do you want to load your normal profile and it changes it to like stars if you do stars, or 1 to 10 scale, or the 20 to 80 scale and increment, whatever all those settings are, your trade difficulty, all that. I hate having to do it every single time. I wish you could save a profile and that's like your set one, or you can save multiples, right? This is the one where I play like 80s or what, like, I don't know, but I hate having to do it all the time. I always forget small little things. All right, we won a game. Thank God. Lost another one. Lost a series. Sweet. It's over. You don't have a desire to play here? Like we fucking want you here with your 60 ass WRC plus? Yeah, get the hell out of here, bro. I don't give a shit. I hate you, Gene Segura. You bastard. I hate you so much. You're terrible. This is all we can get? This is all the trash that we can get for your trash ass? Golly. Nobody wants you. Because you're garbage. Oh, you know what? Let's do one last shop here. Let's see if we can find another money for money deal. We found it the first time. We thought this was the right move. It turned out not to be. Bruh. I kind of want to just put Yuli at second. That would be bad. But at least he's hitting. Honestly, as a stopgap, I still think it's better. I still think it's better. I'm going to do this deal, though. Just to get rid of Gene Segura because he's terrible. And now he's crying and carrying on like it's our fault that he's terrible. And I'm freaking putting... Yuli Gurriel at second base. I'm not joking. Oh, actually, we have we trained up Andrew Vaughn a little bit there, so we might as well just do that. Same diff. Still bad. Still horrendous, but we love it. We got Aaron Bummer, Liam Hendricks, Yasmani Grandal. Got 3 All-Stars. Luis Marquez has been awesome with us. Getting him out of Coors did work. So that's good. All right, Andrew Vaughn's on fire. All right, the offense is getting better, though. We now have more guys over 100. Now, part of that is we acquired one of them in Yuli. But we only have like 3 just impossibly bad guys right now. 2 of them are bench guys, and the other's our best player, though. Or one of, Tim Anderson. So that's the part that sucks. He needs to turn it around. Margot's still out there. Of course, has to be a righty. Could never, ever find a lefty. All right, we don't have to give much here. I don't even know if he moves a needle, though. Because Yoelki's actually been fine. Although, it is going to fall apart. 38% K rate says run for the Hills. So I will do the trade. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. Get Margot. All right, that's going to be it for the trades. Who did we trade there? Oh, just some rando. Manuel Margot. What was his name? Sean Burke. Oh yeah, I forgot the Gene Segura for Yuli Gurriel deal. Because Gene Segura had the audacity to come into my office and be like, "Yes, this ain't going well. I have a 2 WRC plus, but you should cater everything to me." I'm sorry, what? Here comes an insane August, y'all. We're only 5 out still. Like, I'm a little bit tongue-in-cheek with the insane August stuff. But if we could have a good August, we are still in this thing, even though it has gone horribly. That's the crazy part. We'll see how that works. All right, we need some wins against KC and Texas here. This is a great opportunity, schedule-wise. KC and Texas suck. Again, I understand that we currently do too, but if we can make some hay here, and then Detroit as well, they're still bad. I mean, this is the spot. 7, 11, 14. If we could somehow come up with like something crazy, like a 10-4, it would just be unreal. We carry forward. We won 2 here. Give me another sweep. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All right, that's 6 straight. We're 8-2 in the last 10. 2 games back. 2 games out of the wild card. Here we go. And it was a 1-0 loss. Oh my God. If we could have scratched 1 run across, we could have kept this streak going. 3 walks for Joe Kelly. You're the worst. You're the absolute worst. Oh, we lose that again. And then we lose 3 to 4 weeks to Yasmani Grandal. Wow. Okay, well, that was a fire hose of cold water. We needed to take these last 2 in Texas here, though, or else we're giving back all the goodness that we just had. There's 1. 11-10 in 10. What a game. Giolito was trash. He got beat up there, unfortunately. Split it. Come on. Come on. Salvage it. Please. Yes. Okay. Okay. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So we're 5-2 with a 4-pack here at KC and then 3 against Detroit. Give me at least a split, please, if not both. Both would be insane. We lose fucking both again. We lost 2 doubleheaders this year. You know how hard it is to get swept on a doubleheader? And we've done it twice. That is so fucking annoying. And we get dumpstered by him. All right, so now we're 6-5. These numbers are all improving. We used to have a ton of double digits. Now there are a few dotted in there. Obviously, you know, 1 decent month, the impact. I mean, it's not even like we're 6-6. All right, can we get these last 2? There's 1, and then Grove's hurt. It's only 4 days, though. It's basically his time off. Give me the series. Give me the freaking series here. Because we got 4 against Houston coming up, and that's not going to be, even though they're bad, we don't. Detroit has our number. And by the way, if you're thinking, oh, maybe Detroit followed through with their upstart ability. No, they suck. Brewers got Musgrove, and then they re-signed him. I just saw it said Musgrove re-signs. Oh, yeah, we're done. It's over, guys. It's over. We had a little faint opportunity there. We're just too terrible. Wow. Just not good. Just not good. All right, let's play out the string here. Are you kidding me already? Broken nose? God, Grandal. Now Urinator has to catch, you idiot. The funny thing is we are still in it. We're 4.5 back because the 3rd wild card is dog shit. However, and this is something to remember in real life too. We're in it from a games count 4.5, but with all these teams, it's so difficult. So we're in it. Extreme air quotes return. Like, yes, there is a world. We're certainly not mathematically eliminated or anything. But no. It would take just the most insane month. Phillies, Brewers, Giants. Giants with a 5.5 game lead over the Dodgers. Blue Jays, Angels, Twins. There are no good divisions. The East, the NL East is a little bit there, 3 games. I guess the Dodgers are still in it-ish. 28.5. The Angels just absolutely shit all over the West. Oh, Michael Grove's dead. Awesome. Ohtani. Oh, my God. Ohtani's season is obscene. Oh, my God. 9 WAR hitting. 4 WAR pitching. Holy fuck. This is unbelievable. He has 55 homers. 118 ribbies, 115 runs. 292, 415, 696. 151 innings with a 274 ERA, 118 whip. If he doesn't win MVP, I swear to God. No real upstarts. You know, there are some differences from this year, but like basically the Angels didn't have the 14-game losing streak. They could have done this in real life. The Giants, they fell apart in real life, and then they were pretty good here. I guess the Reds, even though they're still bad, you would consider them a little bit of an upstart relative to real life, but still not quite. And then the Nats I would say yes. And then the Braves are a big fall off. Only 2 games over 500. That's pretty rough. Hey, we're 13-9 in the month. Way to do something at the last minute when it doesn't matter at all, guys. We had a 9-game winning streak. And we still went 14-12 in the month, so we even pissed that away. That's the White Sox way. We love it. All right, final 5 games. Try not to lose all of them, guys. We won 1. We won 2. And the final game. Oh, wait. Final game. We won. Big deal. 75-87. Really rough season. Went 10-11 in April. Thought, hey, we can work from that. 11-17 in May, and just never recovered. And honestly, I mean, a microcosm of it is the disgusting season that Tim Anderson had. He did rally to get to 83, and that took a rally. That sounds tongue-in-cheek, but I swear to God, it took a rally. He did have a good second half. But it was just too little too late. JoJo was not having it. Had some good performances, but as a team unit, just didn't work. Just didn't work. Like, this is not a terrible rotation. And yet, we're only 8th in the AL, 9th in the AL for bullpen stuff, so just wasn't as good as I thought. The Marquez pickup worked. I stand by that 1,000%. How'd Kopech do in Colorado? I bet terribly. Actually, that's not bad for Colorado. And with his skills, too. Who else did we trade? Oh, Abreu. Let's check on Abreu and Segura. We traded Abreu for Segura. He was terrible. Oh, no. He only played 8 games for Philly. Oh, he tore his meniscus. That's tough. And then we got Segura, who was just so bad for us. And he just stayed bad. Wow. 3 teams, 3 god-awful performances. Way to go, Gene Segura. Holy smokes, man. That was so bad. Ohtani hit 60. Unreal. Casty hit 52. Look at that. Look at that Philly Thunder. 52, 50, 48. Let's take a look at their whole team, dude. That's insane. And Schwarber was right there with 43. But then nobody else hit over 14. How crazy is that? How'd they pitch? Wheeler was great. Nola was not. Probably the defense not helping there. So Grandal was excellent. Didn't matter. Gurriel, we got late. He was fine. How'd he do with us? Terribly. Overall, he was fine. Vaughn, we ended up playing him at second base just to make sure we got him in the lineup. That couldn't have been good for our defense. Moncada, mediocre. Anderson, terrible. Jimenez, mediocre. Robert was fine. Margot, with us, terrible. And Pollock, whatever. It just didn't go well, y'all. And that happens sometimes, you know. If every one of these ended up being a World Series win, I think it would be kind of lame. It was agonizing to go through. I didn't like sucking, but it's a challenge, you know. And the whole point was to try to give them a better season. We did not. We gave them a worse season. So the White Sox proved difficult. And I think you put the perfect little bow on it. It's a talented roster, but it has a lot of flaws. And finagling through those flaws on a one-year situation was not easy. Paired with some underperformances by premium players, we simply could not recover. So there's the White Sox 2022. Turns out maybe it wasn't La Russa's fault. I do kind of want to do a second run, keep La Russa, and just see what happens. It'd be hilarious. Obviously, if they did well, it wouldn't be because of La Russa, but it'd be funny if they, win 102 or something with him. If I do most of the same stuff, like We don't do any crazy trades that are all that different. We just basically run it somewhat similarly with LaRussa, and they popped off. I would laugh pretty hard. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, come out to twitch.tv/Spore. Check these out live. But we'll do another one soon. I've got another team in mind. I think we're going to go NL. We've done 2 AL teams in a row. We're going to do an NL one next. I've got a couple that I'm deciding on, and I'll figure out which one. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Peace.